Hello and welcome to TotoTCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokemon video on the channel. So in today's video we're going to be checking out another new GX from Double Blaze. So we've already checked out two of the tag teams already, and we're going to check out the last of the tag teams for this set. We will then have three GXs to go through as well. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting indeed. So let's do it, let's jump in, and let's see what we got. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out Marshadow and Machamp Tag Team GX. Now, surprisingly, both of these got a GX, which I think both of them came out in the same set. They both came out in Burning Shadows. Surprisingly, that will get rotated, but we're getting them in a card together as a tag team. And I mean, look at this thing already. It looks great. It really, really does. So, first things first, is it me or does Machamp have 5 fists there? I think he has 5 fists. Unless Marshadow's taken one, or maybe it's to look like a very quick action of them all punching. In which case, it looks very, very cool. So, the card itself looks great. It really does. There's just so many punches going on. It's going to be quite a damaging Pokemon, methinks. So, let's have a little look at everything. So, of course, it is a fighting Pokemon, if you haven't already guessed by the background, and its titling on the top right of the card, with a HP of 270. And, of course, it is a basic Pokemon, which means you can just slap this thing down and have a 270 Pokemon ready and raring to go, which is going to be really, really cool. Of all the GXs to pull during a pre-release, I'm sort of thinking this is going to be the one I'm going to get. I don't know. It's just my sort of luck that I sort of get something a bit random. I don't know why I'm classing this as random, but oh, the Alolan no. Is there a Alolan Persian? No, there's not. What am I on about? I don't know what I'm on about. I'm chatting rubbish. Let's move on. Let's have a look at the artworks. And check out these. So I think the full art is probably my favourite. And there it is. Boom. Straight up. Easy. I really do like this. I think the Machamp is taking up obviously a majority of the card, but you can see everything. The colours work well with the background, but having the Marshadow almost sort of, I think he's standing on his leg, with the colours that it's got, it's not just the black version of it as if it's the shadow, it's got that greeny yellow effect, which does look absolutely amazing. It really, really is very cool. So yeah, I like it. Definitely do. Then the alternative artwork is a rather sweet one, to be honest. I think this is going to be a very interesting one to get for a collection. They're sort of both looking into the sunset there. He's got him on his one of his arms. Looks really cool. Does look really, really cool. And then, of course, we've got the Rainbow Rare as well with those nice red eyes there. I love it when they've got that. Makes them look even more evil. Although they don't look evil in the first place. But they look even more eviler. So, yeah, there it is right there. So, let's have a little look at these attacks then. So, we have got Revenge for a fighting and colourless. What does this do? So, 30 plus damage. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during your last turn, this attack does 90 more damage. That's 120 damage if they knocked out something in the last turn, which is pretty cool. It is pretty nice. Pretty simplistic, but yeah, gets the job done. Pretty nice. Next move is called 100 Impact for 2 fighting and a colourless for a straight 160 damage. Nothing else to talk about on there other than that 160 damage. With a choice band, that'd be 190. So you're getting quite a few of normal GXs gone. Not so much tag teams. You probably have to 2-shot them, but it is not bad. Not bad indeed. And then we've also got the GX, which is called Extremity of Stalwart. Stalwart? I don't know how you say that. 2 fighting colourless plus. Let's have a little look. So 200 damage. Bang. If this Pokemon has at least 1 extra energy attached to it, in addition to the attack's cost, if this Pokemon will be knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's next turn, it is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. But it's only this Pokemon, so if you activate the GX on this, but you have stuff on your bench, maybe they've got a Guzma in hand, happy days, that GX just becomes completely rubbish. So if you are going to use this, definitely with an empty bench would be great. But you're definitely wanting to probably be putting on this thing, fighting, double colourless, because then you've obviously got straight access to that attack there. You've got your all your extra bits that you need to obviously continue with the other attacks, but you're just ready for that GX as well if you did want to stop them from knocking you out. And especially with a with a tag team, to have 10 HP left is going to be very, very nice indeed. Especially if you've got like an Acerola, then you can just Acerola that straight away, and happy days. You've done your 200 damage, you've survived another turn, and then you're allowed to keep powering up. But if there is something on your bench and they Guzma it, that's the only thing. So yeah, apart from that, I think the card is going to be very interesting. I don't know whether it's going to see a lot of play, although when I say that, most things will end up being played, so you never know. I do like the combination of both of them. I think it works really, really well. The artwork's really cool, although I probably would prefer getting the full art over everything. The rainbow red does look really nice though with those red eyes, so I'll definitely take that away from it. So finishing off the card, we have got, of course, when it is knocked out, your opponent will be taking those 3 prize cards. They love doing that. Weakness to Psychic, which is, I guess, is a little bit of a hindrance here, because obviously we've got Pikachu and Zekrom, which is quite big, and you've got Zapdos and Jirachi, so people are trying to counter that with fighting decks. Still playing a bit of Zoroark, Zororock, we'll call it that, but that's what it is called, with Lycanroc and Zoroark, so you can get that weakness hit. But then people start playing Psychic. Then people start countering Psychic. And it's this continuous circle. I wouldn't say it's like a triangle, but it's more like a Deceptagon or a Pentagon or Octagon, however big a gon it is. But it just keeps going round in circles. And I just rather sort of like be like, right, look, I'm going to play this. Come at me. And whatever happens, happens. But people will change, and it's completely up to them. Resistance to nothing, and a retreat of 3. So there we go. Retreat of 3 is, it's okay. It's all right. You know, you are putting that amount of energy on it, but it's just getting it back onto it is the only concerning point. But apart from that, that is everything covered with the card. So let's move on to the Guess the GX, the answer from our previous video, where I gave you that picture. So what was that one in particular? Well, it was Shuckle GX. Oh yes. Something that I absolutely love. I think it's really crazy. But yeah, Shuckle GX. Boom. Straight in there. And then let's move on to the Guess the GX for this video. So we have got that picture there. That one right there. And that one right there. So let me know your thoughts on what you think this is in particular, as well as your thoughts on this card. Do you think it's going to be quite playable? How do you think it could change? Please let me know in the comments below. And apart from that, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video when we check out another GX.